Hey guys, Maxmc55 here, and today we're going to be building Blokees Classic Class Rise of the Beast Bumblebee. So I'm just going to make tutorials on all the Blokees that I now own and just own in the future. Just if anyone wants to build them or needs help with building them, I'm here, in case you find the instructions a bit too complicated, which they aren't, by the way, but here's me helping you. And if there's any Blokees you need help with, I will happily make videos on them. So, getting into it, we will be building this part. So, as this is an already built Blockee, I will just be doing, things like they're not on the racks anymore. But, as you can see, all you need to do for the chest is rip the clear tag out here and put a blue ball joint in the neck part. The thighs, I do believe, come in two separate pieces. You'll just have to sandwich them together. And then put them on the ball joints where the crotch piece is, and put this right now. So the entire chest piece will look like this. You need the two ports, not the two holes, but the two ports with no detail on the front. You just slide that down. Put these parts with the little sticks out here on the arms, and you will be building this entire arm, which using this piece, which I did explain, this drumstick piece, where you sandwich the drumsticks together, and if you can't take them off, you've done it right. Then what you're going to do is you take a forearm and you put it in where the little hinge sticks upwards, and then just put that in to the entire arm, and there's your arms done. You can swap the hands out. If you do not want a fist, you can have a open hand. So there is options for Bumblebee. Coming to the legs, this is what the feet look like, and this is what the legs look like. They come in all one piece. You just put that in there. But the actual configuration, you'll need another chicken drumstick style, the one that looks like this. And you will just be connecting it to this stock here, and just push that in until it looks a bit centered. And you will indeed have an extra one of those on the racks. Those can just go in storage. You will not need them for this. So you do need the crotch pieces. So this, I believe this one right here is the back one, and this one right here is the front one. If I'm wrong, then oh well. Just, you can flip the waist around, it's fine. But there you go. And the chest, you do have two options here. So right here, before building, and you can take this apart if you want to switch them out, but here you can have one that's with a hole. This is for this piece right here, which is the end of Scourge's sword. This is for a Blokees Scourge, where you can put it into the hole and make it look like Bumblebee's been stabbed from a scene from the film. But if you do not want that, you can just do the regular version with no hole and more detail. So just plug that in to the holes, and there you go, you've done that part. So next, take these little shoulder parts and just push them in. They're pretty easy to build, just like so. Come here, you will be needing tires or wheels that have a hole on the back of them. The reason you'll be needing a hole is because some of them have little ball joint pieces, which we will get into later. And what you'll have to do is these pegs right here, slot them in, and there's your wheels done. Next, let's just do the gun. So the gun is made out of three pieces. You got these two gray pieces. As you can see, there is a little cut in the hole, or like the peg, and there's a cut in the hole, and you just make sure that that goes in there properly. This just makes it so you can't rotate it. And then what you're going to have to do is take off a ball joint and plug it in here, and that's how you connect it. But there is one more piece. As I said, there's two pieces. You will need this piece right here, and there's two holes where you connect it, and that goes in like so. And again, you put it in the ball joint, and it looks like it's transformed out of his arm. Speaking of arms, you take these pieces. These will go over the 2 ports on the arm. Same goes for the other side, if you can align them properly. Then you'll be needing these parts for the arms. Now make sure that this little flick here goes out, goes on the back of the arm, to make sure it doesn't obstruct the detail on here. So just poke that in to the little mushroom peg, and that will look like that. We are not done, as you will be needing these tiny parts to go on the hands. So they will go on so, like that. And then if you want, do it on the other hand, just like so. Now you will have 2 extra hands that don't have yellows on. That's because you're going to have to take off those yellow parts and plug it onto the other hand you want. So make sure you know which hand you want before building. So those are the arms. Let's just go to the chest. You'll be needing this shiny silver piece going inside the chest piece. Then you'll be needing the actual Camaro parts, and they will go over there. So there is a peg right here and a hole right there, and that will go over the ports, just like so. And that will clip in. So make sure these parts clip into the chest. And you'll hear a nice snap when it's done. Then you need to take these parts, these silver parts, and they go over the 2 little ports here. Okay, other way around. Just like so. And they will go like that. And there's your chest done. So we'll get into like the back pieces. So you'll be needing this piece right here. And these pieces will go into those holes right there. And I do believe I have the other one on the other way. There we go. So make sure that the elongated pieces go under the ball joint, under there. So just do the same on the other side. They will go into there. They're very small pieces, so do be careful. And those are them done. And take the door wings, and there's a peg that goes into a hole. So the ones with the mirrors or the glass goes in the top parts, and then these parts just go in like so on the back to make a bumblebee. The little door hinge will point up, and that's how you know which way it goes on. So that's basically done for the back. Let's flay out the arms so we can get onto the legs. The legs are pretty easy. All you'll be needing are these parts right here to connect to the thighs. They connect in 2 places. They connect with this little piece right here. They go into there. And then that little piece right there goes into the hole on the thigh. And you hear a nice snap. Now, via experience, they do seem to like to pop off. So if you want, you can glue them into place. Again, you don't have to, but it is an option. So, I'm taking these knee pads right here. They are both identical. They just slide on like so. And the way you know is you need the little gash right there to go over this piece right here. And they will just slide on. Also, there's these little parts. These little parts right here that will go in these parts right here, and they just slide in. You'll hear a nice little click when they're in. So that's the knee done. What you're now going to do is you're going to have to take off the feet off the ball joints if you built them, and you're going to have to take these parts right here, and they just go into tiny little nubs, and they connect in to 2 places. So you take them and you hold the little nubs. You then take this silver piece. It goes on the outside of the legs. Same on the other side. And then you're going to have to take the other wheels and I have this outside on it, and that will go on the ball joint right here. So that's what we were talking about earlier with the ball joints. Then the feet, you take these identical yellow pieces and just overlap them. Like so, they will find their place on the foot. Then identical feet, you just plug them in back again, so exactly the same place. And there we go. That's the main body all done. Next is the head. You take this silver and blue part. You take the silver face, which will be your last silver piece. You plug it on where you see a little baby face. 1, 2, 3. And that just goes over the face. Like so, in all 3 places. So that's the face done. You then take the helmet. That will just connect over the head. You then take this piece, and this goes on the other way. So where you see this little gash right here, that sticks up and goes near the helmet, and that goes in like that. For a easier connection, I would just remove the helmet, because those little gashes go in the helmet and secures it if it would go in. There we go. So that's the head basically done, and you just stick it on the ball joint. And usually when you do, it will light up, but it doesn't want to light up. That's fine. So we're not actually done because we do have a base. So this is the base piece. You will have stickers, and you put the stickers on and wherever you want them. And the base, you just connect from the top and the sandwiches down. You then have fire pieces where you put on these little holes. The holes will be puncture wounds where you puncture them out when sticking these on, and the fire just goes in the holes, and that's your base. There are 4 holes on the base, and there are circle ports on the feet of Bumblebee, and you just connect them like so, and he stands pretty well on the base. So that is how you build Classic Class Blokees Bumblebee Rise of the Beast Edition, and I'll see you all later in the next review. Bye bye.